What's up, Mystics? Welcome back to my channel. I'm B, and this is going to be another reading with Mystic by Nature. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting the channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. So we are back again, y'all. Back again. It's the second part for the July readings, all right? And this is going to be for Cancer. Y'all, it's y'all birthday month, but y'all also showed up and showed out on the last set of readings, so we're gonna go ahead and do y'all first. So these messages are going to be for July 16th through July 31st. Okay, I heard passion and I heard insight. Okay, so Cancer, off the rip, I'm hearing passion and insight. So I feel like some of you all could be getting insight about a new relationship, insight about, something that you're passionate about. Let's see what general message Spirit has for you all. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for my Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, July 16th through the 31st? Okay. And these readings are general, so take them how they apply. If it, is more relatable to you for career, then use it for that. If it's more relatable to you for love, then use it for that, okay? All right, first card to come out, letting go. All right, so Cancer, as you know, we are in that season of letting go of things that no longer serve us, right? And so when I heard insight, when I heard passion, I definitely feel that some of you all could be walking away from a career opportunity that you currently have that is not in alignment with what you're truly passionate about, right? And I feel like you're going to get this insight, this insight, or this, this clarity that, this is not something that you're truly passionate about. Therefore, you don't need to continue to invest your energy in it. So it's time to let it go. Okay. But this could also be in reference to a relationship, a friendship. This could be in reference to thinking patterns. I feel like there is going to be a part of you where your intuition kind of goes off and you realize like, okay, this thing doesn't really deserve my attention anymore. This thing doesn't really deserve my investment anymore. So I'm going to remove myself from it, or I'm going to, set some boundaries in place is really what I'm picking up on. But letting go of some things that are no longer serving you, Cancer, okay, so that you can move forward, all right? Let's do one more oracle card. Spirit, give me one more oracle card for Cancer. One just came out. Magic of Nature. All right. So off the rip, I'm feeling like this is about realizing that the universe kind of has this way of making things happen naturally. You know what I mean? Like if you are constantly presented with in a situation where you know that you need to like cut somebody off or cut something loose and you don't, I feel like nature kind of creeps in, the universe kind of creeps in, and they kind of just place all these things in place where it just happens. And it's no longer about you making the decision. It's about Spirit just kind of like pushing that thing out of your life. So when I see these two cards together, I'm feeling like Spirit is really working with you all and placing some things in place so that certain things can be discontinued, come to an end, have some clear boundaries set in place. There are just some things that need to be let go of, Cancer, that I feel like you're still holding on to. I also feel like this is a reminder to ground yourself. Okay. One word I did hear in meditation as well was grounding. And so when we get out into nature and we, go out on the beach and we go, out hiking or whatever, we allow ourselves, like our body and our mind and our spirit, to just kind of like recenter, so that we can kind of gain more insight and gain more clarity about what things need to be let go of and what things we need to continue to work on or continue to keep around. Okay. All right. Let's see how this is unfolding for you all. Spirit, what is going on with Cancers, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? What do they need to know? What's going on with Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? What do they need to know? What did I say? Okay. I'm just going to take a lot of these. But as I said, this makes complete sense. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups. This is all about walking away, letting go of things that are no longer serving you, leaving behind the cups that are no longer, of any use to you. And like I said, some of you all are walking away from a career. This is the Five of Pentacles. Some of you all could be getting fired. Some of you all could be making the choice to leave. But like I said before, sometimes the universe comes in and makes shit happen so that you can get to the next step. So don't be surprised if some of you all end up going through layoffs or something something like that, because this is a part of a bigger picture, okay? This is teaching you something that you really need to learn, and you wouldn't learn it any other way if you weren't placed in this situation. So the Five of Pentacles is all about taking the loss that has happened, whether it's a relationship, a job, or whatever, and turning it around and realizing that this is a chance for you to gain insight and clarity so that you can move forward. This is a chance for you to learn something, right? But there's a fear here, okay? This is the Nine of Swords. And so this is feeling like, to me, there's a fear, there's a worry or a concern, because I think in your heart, Cancer, you know that there's something, it doesn't feel right. You know what, wherever you're at, whether this is a relationship, a career, whatever, you're in a space, Cancer, where you know that this doesn't feel right. You know that this doesn't feel good to you. And so you have to start making the decision, Cancer, to move out of it, because it doesn't feel good. All right. Because the Two of Wands is in reverse. And this to me is saying that you're not only stuck and stagnant, but you have lost all motivation to move forward. You've lost the passion. Okay. You've lost the passion in the relationship. You've lost the passion in your job. You know, it's not fulfilling anymore. You've lost the passion in this career field that you thought you were going to love forever. You've lost the passion, and now you're afraid and you're scared, because you're like, well, if I lose this, what am I going to do? You know, if I walk away from this, if I walk away from the money, if I walk away from this person, if I walk away from this situation, what am I going to do? So there's a fear and a worry there, Cancer. But the truth of the matter is, you have to be willing to see things from a different perspective, okay? We have the Page of Swords in reverse. And the Page of Swords, to me, is perspective, it's intellect, it's logic, it's thinking about things in a different way. And so you need to change the way that you're thinking about things, Cancer. This is about gaining insight. Remember, this is about, you know, finding the thing that you're passionate about, letting your intuition kind of guide you. And in order to do that, you have to be willing to look at situations with a different perspective. You have to be willing to look through a different lens, okay? But as I said before, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you have to be mindful of what you're investing your time in. You have to be willing to say, hey, this thing is no longer worth my energy. I am choosing to disconnect from this thing. I am choosing to set these boundaries. I am choosing to walk away. Whatever it is that you are doing, Cancer, you have to realize that this is because this thing does not require your energy anymore. The seeds that you have planted are not harvesting, and they're not reaping, you're not reaping the benefit from it that you should, okay? And you have to come to accept that. And most importantly, Cancer, the Leo card, okay? You could be dealing with a Leo, or you could be, you know, you'll really kind of feel this right before August hits, because Leo season, or after Leo season takes effect, which is like the later part of July. But this is definitely saying that, once again, in reference to all of these, you know, fears and worries that you have, Cancer, you must remember at the end of it all that this is about being strong, okay? This is about being strong and taking the situation, you know, by its tail, and just kind of going with it. You know what I mean? Changing your perspective. And it's very hard to do when you're in the situation, but you have to be willing to do it, because the lesson that you will learn on the other side, like once you go through it and you get through it, the lesson that you'll learn is going to be so impactful and so eye-opening that it's like you have to just make the decision to just walk away, Cancer. You have to be willing to just walk away. You can't remain in this stuck and stagnant energy forever. All right. So some of you all are walking away from jobs, for sure, or, you know, or the universe is taking you out of a job so that something else can come. Or some of you all are walking away from relationships. Whatever you're walking away from, I definitely feel that it is going to be something that is going to shake your world up a lot, Cancer. It's something that you're not used to being without. It's something that you've become accustomed to, but you have to be okay to, again, trust that the universe is putting things in place for your highest good, and that no matter whatever direction you're going in, it's going to be better than where you've been. All right. And you have to kind of have faith and just kind of trust in that. And that is how you'll get through it. You have to be strong, Cancer. Even when you feel like, you know, falling apart, you have to be willing to be strong. Okay. So let's see what the advice is. Spirit, what is the advice for Cancer? So many cards just falling out. Let's see. Spirit, what is the advice for Cancer? What is the advice for Cancer? There we go. All right. Give me one more. There we go. All right. As I said, some of you all could definitely be ending a relationship. And if you are, I truly apologize, and I know that it's going to be a traumatic experience. We have the Three of Swords right here. And so one thing I want to say about this Three of Swords, even though you will feel heartbroken, Cancer, even if this is not about a relationship, even though you might feel heartbroken, betrayed, or, you know, misused and abused and just depleted, you have to be willing to allow yourself to feel that pain, experience that pain, and then let it go. Okay, you have to be willing to let it go. Cancer, there are so many new opportunities, I feel like, that are trying to come in, but I feel like you're blocking them because you're overthinking everything. Okay, we have the Fool card in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This to me is saying that there are opportunities out here for you to learn something new, for you to, you know, gain experience and insight from different situations. And instead of you allowing these situations to teach you new things, you allow them to kind of pull you back and like halt your growth a little bit. You allow these situations to actually do the opposite of pushing you forward. You know what I mean? They just kind of keep you bound to that fear and that worry and that anxiety that we talked about before. So Cancer, you have to be open to, again, changing your perspective, allowing yourself to feel those emotions of fear, you know, being afraid, being uncertain. Allow yourself to feel those emotions, but then also allow yourself the room to process them and release them. Because if you hold on to them, you keep yourself stagnant. And the only way to move forward, Cancer, is to start learning from these experiences. Yes, they are, you know, it's you taking a risk. Yes, it's you putting yourself out there in a situation that is unknown and uncertain. But how else would you learn from it if you don't give it a chance? Okay. And then we have the Moon card in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse, okay? And the Moon card in reverse is saying to me, again, you have to be willing to release that fear and that anxiety. When we talk about the Moon card, there is a lot of like, you know, the moon shining a light on the things that are beneath the surface, the moon kind of bringing things to light. And so Cancer, I really want to tell you that the hard part about taking a risk is, you know, the uncertainty, right? The illusion that we have in our head about what could possibly happen. You have to be willing to walk away from the illusion and allow the moon or whatever, you know, light in your life to just kind of shine down and show you the reality, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, what you see in your head or what you think might happen might not even actually come to be. So you have to be willing to release the fear of the unknown and allow the universe to just kind of show you the light, okay? Then we also have the King of Swords in reverse, which is saying to me that you have to be willing to like not overthink everything. And I also take the King of Swords as like the ultimate card of like honesty and being truthful. And so Cancer, be honest and be transparent and be truthful about how you feel. You know, say how you feel. Be communicative in how you feel. And most importantly, like I said before, allow yourself to feel those emotions so that you can truly process them and truly release them. If you try to stay in a space of overthinking everything and keeping it in your head and not actually communicating how you feel and not actually working through those emotions, it's going to eat you alive, okay? So Cancer, open up your heart, open up your mind, change your perspective, be willing to see things from a different view, okay? Yes, you are releasing and letting go of a lot of things that don't serve you, okay? And I feel like a lot of this is going to be forced upon you because I feel like the universe is going to kind of come in and do their thing. But you have to be willing to just kind of accept the fact that even though you don't know what's going to happen, you just kind of have to trust that everything that's happening is for your greatest good. Because when you have that positivity and you put that type of trust into the universe, they never disappoint. All right. So that is the message for you, Cancer. I am so happy that y'all tuned in and supported the channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. This is going to be, again, like I said, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So make sure you check out your other video, you know, for your moon sign, your sun sign, all your other signs, so that you can get a full detailed reading for what you can expect these next couple weeks of July. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, all of the information will be down in the description box, as well as how to follow me over on Instagram. And until next time, I'm out.